and welcome once again to episode 7 of Constructing New Walden City. I'm your host, Dr. Wasabi, and it is sun setting here in New Walden, where today we're in the city district working on another fantastic skyscraper. As you can see here, you may have seen plans for these earlier. There were kind of blueprints on the ground here for the upcoming skyscraper, and I've kind of worked on it here, but we'll work on it more in the episode and kind of get it finished before episodes end, hopefully. Obviously the interior will take another episode to do, but I'm sure we can manage. So let's go to sleep here. Sleep, sleep, sleep. There we go. Right, so I just want to show you what's been going around in the server, but before I do, I just want to say, if you like what I do, if you like my content, please like this video and subscribe for more amazing content, because it bumps me up in the algorithm, and of course it spreads my content to you amazing folks. So let's see what's been happening across the server. So you may have been noticing that over the episodes we have been working on the bottom left of the map here, and that's kind of a good reason, because it's next to the highway, and it's good to have certain areas under construction, because then they can all kind of connect together when they get big enough. So here's the amazing bridge we did last episode. Now look at this. This is an amazing bridge. So obviously I'm going to make a playlist for all these episodes which you can tune into, but obviously the gist of it is we made a bridge, we extended the river, we made a lovely tree and fishing spot. And some stuff that I have done off camera is that we've made this wonderful lake area next to the highway. So obviously we'll make this kind of into a bridge kind of area here, and such. Honestly, folks, the amount of world editing and excavation that I had to do for this was phenomenal. Honestly, like, that is the power of the free world. Honestly. There's so much excavated, a lovely lake, so I think we'll have some buildings over here, perhaps some residential over here. We'll clear out some of the forest and get that done. But anyway, what we are going to be doing... Oh, actually, there is one more thing I want to show you. One is very good, and it's very exciting, so I want you to show this. So, this is what I want to show you, folks. Now, this may look like an ordinary azalea tree. That's because it is an ordinary azalea tree, plus some shrubbery and bushes that I put down. But if we open this hatch and we go all the way down to a hidden chamber underneath the underneath of the world, and this is my world edit mountain maker machine. This is a tutorial based off of Tom H Magic. He's a great guy, great redstone builder. He did my previous world edit machine on Walden City 1.0, so I want to give him special credit for this build. It's the first of these machines. Obviously it's an outdated version, but I like it because it's one I used on Walden City, so I kind of brought it around here, and it's just gonna make terraforming that much easier for me, because you know, you don't want to watch me build a mountain. That's boring, because he's got to place the grass and, you know, place all the stone and whatnot. So obviously here, this is the bottom of the the lake which we've been using, so the sand and the gravel. But enough of that, and let me turn this off. So anyway, as I was saying, we're going to be going into the city and working on the skyscraper here. And I'm going to give you the kind of rundown of what we've done so far. So I think let's well, I'll meet you back in the city district. Night vision here, and get some milk out. We don't need night vision here. Okay, folks, so we are back in the city district now. Obviously, you've seen all this before. You've seen the wonderful kind of high-tech apartment building that we've been doing, of course, and the kind of atomic plaza that we've worked on as well. Honestly, when you get stick drift because of the hot weather, it was a real pain to make all of these trees, because you have to build up and down and up and down, and then sometimes your controller would just go like that. So it was quite a challenge, but we got there in the end. We made this lovely atomic statue for the atom using prismarine and some nice prismarine, what was it called? Sea lanterns and white stained glass. So there we go. So obviously this skyscraper here, I'm going for an Art Deco feel, as you may have noticed. Obviously we're kind of going for a bit of a curvy kind of design here, using a variety of blocks. Sorry. So we're going for a bit of a nether theme here at the bottom. So we got your red nether brick, we have polished basalt, and we have a selection of quartz, which is going to be our base. You know, buttery biscuit piece. Anyway, so at the top here, we're going to be doing a brick and polished basalt layer. Kind of digging into that whole Art Deco theme. We're going to be adding some ornate features to the wall here. It'll kind of be a kind of a copy paste as soon as we get the first floor in. So I'll start working on this. So let's get on to the time lapse.
I really, really want you to step
are back after the time lapse, and look at this. Oh, I'm so proud of this build, honestly. So what I essentially did is, you may have seen in the time lapse, you know, I only did one floor. Why is there like a million of them up to the sky? And that's because using the wonderful technology of structure blocks that was introduced, I think, it must have been almost a year or so ago, when Bedrock, well, on PS4 Minecraft finally came to Bedrock. Structure blocks have been the blessing of many builders, and obviously this is one of the case. Oh, look at that lovely sunset. So I've made essentially the first floor out of a combination of brick, basalt, sandstone, and I've chosen regular glass because I like how different kind of glasses contrast against each other when they're next to different buildings. Because you have the blue of the wonderful high-tech building, and then you have the regular glass of the Art Deco. I just think it's a really nice fix, and let's just sleep for a second. There we go. So we go up here, and obviously it isn't going to be much taller than this. I'm going to put a roof on here. Well, I say a roof. I'm still deciding on the rooftop. I think I might do either a kind of like a pyramid shape up to a point, or I might do just a let's see here. So let's get out some smooth quartz stairs and other blocks. So we might do something like this. Oh, that. So we might do something like this where it kind of sticks out at the end, and then we could do a kind of stair up. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll do a kind of stairs going around the edge of the roof, and then a kind of finishing building on top, perhaps like a penthouse, or you know, the CEO's quarters. I think this might be a Robco building, you know, somewhere where Robert House might have all of his Securitrons. So I'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, and we have finished off the roof. So I'm going to show you the roof, and then we're going to take care of a few more details at the bottom here, because there's no roof under there. So let's have a quick look at the roof. Now, of course, we are doing that Art Deco style, and I just love how the copper blocks, how we've made this kind of unitary pattern on each of the floors. It kind of lines up using these dividers, and it just builds up, and it just goes over the roof and into this beautiful stone brick pyramid. It's almost kind of like a religious building in that aspect. How a lot of Art Deco buildings they're almost supposed to represent kind of churches of industry, but obviously I'm getting off track. Let's go see the build. So this is the roof I've made. Obviously, I love how the things kind of move up and then they go over the roof, and they kind of form into this lovely square. I am debating whether I should actually let me check it right now. So if I run it around like this, like so, and kind of do it like this. So my original idea was so all the lines up from the building would converge in one square, but I'm thinking it could be just that it could converge on this kind of ring that's, well, I'd say it's a ring. It's a pretty disjointed ring if that was the case, but it's kind of overriding perimeter of copper blocks which the kind of lines run into, which I think is the theme we're going for here. So let's just run it through here and see what we can do. So obviously run it through. Obviously we're doing it around the outer perimeter, so this first ring of stone brick. So let's run it around, and we'll get rid of this and see how that works. Now obviously I think one of the great things about Minecraft is that you can do a million designs and none of them could be right, and that's okay, because I think Minecraft is finding out what designs you like, how to finalize the build properly, and kind of chip away at the build until it's just perfect. I mean, I've said this in a load of live streams, a load of Walden City live streams, back in Walden City 1.0, and indeed on many atomic tutorials, is that Minecraft building is a bit like clay work. You know, and indeed it's a bit like acrylic painting as well. How in that you can. Oh, gosh darn rain, I'm trying to do a point here. rain. You may not like the shape of it at first, but the more you dig into it and the more you kind of build out an overriding shape, the more your build will kind of stand out more in that sense. And I think we're really kind of getting into that in the city, because obviously we're doing bigger scale and bigger detail. As I said in my first episode. Now, ooh, I've just had an idea, folks. What if we have it ring around like so? Oh, my brain is sparking, folks. Got ideas flowing off. Right, let's see here, and then we do it like so. Oh, that looks really good. Yeah, I think I'm keeping that. And then what we can do is we can put ventilation at the top here, and then have little engines here, because obviously there's got to be an entrance up here, because obviously someone's got to take care of these plants. So obviously I think I'll put in a elevator shaft of some sort, but I think the rest will happen off camera. I think obviously we did that little bottom detail there, so let's go back down to the bottom to finish off the little details there, and let's get our bed out, because it seems Mr. Moon wants to greet us, and we don't want to build in Mr. Moon's light, because obviously it's night time, it's hard to see. And there's Mr. Sun. Where is he? Hello, Mr. Sun. Right, so let's head down. Obviously this building is higher than the high-tech apartment building, like so. Let's jump down here. Oh, my legs. Right, so I'm not sure what I can do for this. I might have, obviously, because the original plan was I was going to have one of these trees here, but I think it might get smushed up against against the wall. So I think what I might do is just have like so, like that and that. Let's see. Wonderful. And then again. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. And the final thing I want to do is let's get out our night vision potion, because it is quite hard to see when you're going under. You see this huge underneath here. Wow, look at that. It's almost like a cathedral, how it's kind of it's just so big when you go into it. And of course this entire building will be filled up with office spaces, and of course the CEO office at the top. But for now we are going to be doing at the top here. So I'm thinking, Alex, Wasabi, why are you doing a smithing table? Now I'm going to show you in just a second, is that the smithing table actually, it has a very unique bottom texture, and that it almost looks like a gilded ceiling, and that's the effect we kind of want to go for here, is kind of a gilded ceiling entrance around here. But of course, we have to be very careful, because they updated the smithing tables, so for netherite armor upgrades. So obviously it used to be that back in the days of Walden City 1.0 we would just like kind of spam them, because they didn't really have a use yet, but obviously that's different now, so it's a bit more difficult to build it. But you know, I've worked with furnaces in the past for building, so it isn't that much of a change for me, but I know it's worth it in the end, because it gets that beautiful texture. So let's see here, and here. Oh no, missed a hole there. So both sides, like so. Ooh. So, and I think we'll do a final display of lighting in the edge. So obviously, let's get out our thingies. God, what is it with my inventory at the moment? Like, I'll put something down and it'll pick it back up before I've even put it down. So it's always like the item is stuck to my my cursor, which is quite weird. But you know, it is what it is. Right. So sea lanterns. Let's see what we can do with these. Now, let me just get out some red notebook so I can stand on it. Stand on here. Oh, do squeeze me. That'll be the lunch. Okay, so iron trapdoors. Wait. Like so. And let's see. Oh, we could put one here. Come on. And again, we'll do that on the same over here. Oh. That, like so. And we'll copy this on the other side. Now, we don't want to put too much lighting. I think we might supplement this for some light blocks, obviously. Just to, in the areas which it makes sense, obviously. You know, some exceptions can be made. So, I'll kind of light up the rings around here, of course. And of course, we'll do the other side. Like so. Oh, put iron doors on here. No, I do not want to upgrade gear. Thank you, Mr. Smithing Table. But your help is not appreciated here. I mean, that's what I'm saying about the smithing tables, is that one right click and you get spammed into the upgrade menu. And those are the lighting down here. Now we could add some let's see here. Actually, we could add some sofas, not sofas, benches. Could you imagine a great big sofa? Oh god. Right, so I'm thinking for the door we do a very big door, like a one wide kind of open door design, using the let's see here. So we got our art glass panes. Let's use a nice white stained glass, like so. So we'll have it almost like a sliding door, I think. So let's see here, iron bars. Yeah, we'll go into the nice Art Deco of this and have it like so. And I think at the top here we'll have it so that you know, we have a nice ornate feature at the side here, which really kind of ties in nicely here. Let's see. Oh, that looks good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for this episode, folks. I think we've pretty much done the entire exterior of this build. Obviously, this took a lot of work to make. I think in editing it might go down to around 20 minutes, or I'm not sure. It might be shorter than that, but we'll see. We'll see in editing. Anyway, that has been episode 7 of Constructing New Walden City. I have been your host, Dr. Wasabi. I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like what I do, if you like my content, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Each subscription means the world to me, and each like, of course, is greatly appreciated because it bumps me up in the algorithm and spreads my content to you amazing folks. So I just want to thank you for watching this video. I do uploads every Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and sometimes I do some Sunday streams on the side. I've been your host, Dr. Wasabi. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Genuinely, you all mean the world to me. And of course, as always, God bless.
Afternoon, today's high near 57 degrees. Tonight, more cloud cover with a low of 30.